Heyo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome, folks, to the TTG live stream. What's up? What's up? What's up? My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that do not know, TTG is the fastest-growing, highest-rated premium online trading educational platform and community. We all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. 6 nights a week, we go live totally free right here on this YouTube channel, where myself, other TTG pro traders and moderators and special guests drop golden nuggets and free lessons that are going to help you to become a better trader. So you are looking to learn, trade, and profit for real. You've come to the right place, guys. Take a moment to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and let's share this stream on your own social media. We're live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome, all of you joining us on all those different platforms. Let's reach out, educate, help, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. Guys, my goal on all these lives is to make sure that we can provide you with valuable information and education that can help you on your journey to becoming a profitable trader. But why should you listen to the things I share with you on this live stream or any other live stream for that matter? And guys, that is because I didn't go through and figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught how to trade by professional traders. My very first job out of college in 2007 was working for a fund in New York City. And then 2008 happened, which is the Great Recession, the housing market crisis, the stock market crash. But during that time, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before they ever let me touch one single dollar of their money, I first had to go through an educational training program, an intensive one. That's how I learned how to trade. It was that education that taught me. I also had access to some of the top trading tools, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders. And that is exactly what the True Trading Group platform is based on. Folks, tonight's live stream is going down as follows. I'm starting things off with a 20-minute Q&A session, same way we always do. We're going to give some time for people to log on, and then we're going to be discussing, are these stocks a buy? Robinhood, BYSI, AMC, the SPY, Ethereum. Is it time to buy these stocks? Are they a buy? Are they a sell? Everybody wants to know. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on just exactly that. Then we're going to be breaking down a solid 18% gain today on BTBT. We're going to cover all the lessons that were associated with that trade, all the technical lessons, all the setups. August has started out with a bang. We are on fire. All right, we had the EVK was a 27% gain. We've been just starting the week off hot. We had FLGC the other day. We had Robinhood. We had now BTBT. It's just things have started off red hot for us, guys. 3 solid days to start the week, but 3 solid days to start the month. And we're going to keep that momentum going as we roll into the back end of the week. And I still see a lot of opportunities out there in the markets. This does not have a typical July, August type of feel. Typically in the summer, the markets can kind of get a little slow while people go on vacation. That is certainly not the case today. Just take a look at Robinhood stock. Just take a look at Moderna. Just take a look at BioNTech. Just take a look at any of these companies that are out there. Huge moves all over the markets. AMC, obviously, BYSI today. There's a lot to discuss. We're going to cover it all right here on this live stream. Now, we're about to start that Q&A session. So listen to me carefully. Start typing your questions in chat now. All right. There's no such thing as a stupid question. You've got a trader with 17 years of experience telling you literally ask me anything you want to know. I'm here. I'll answer that question and help you guys out best as I possibly can. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed because you feel like you've got a stupid question. There's no such thing. The only stupid thing is not asking your question. So go ahead right now, guys. Without any further ado, let's begin the Q&A. All right, I was going to save that. I was going to save that till the latter part of the live stream, but let's dive right into it. Okay, guys, this AMC chart looks absolutely disgusting. I've been bearish on AMC since the end of June. The end of June and the beginning of July is actually when I bought put options on AMC, and we've rode this move down, and we have just now broken below another level of support on AMC. There's not a single thing on this chart that makes me feel like this is a good time to buy it. You're getting down into, minor support levels at this point. You have maybe a minor support level at this 100-day moving average, like right around $28. You have some support at 28. But honestly, at this point, I think AMC worked its way back to $19, $20. I think that AMC at this stage has to get back to your next major level, which, folks, is literally going to be right there. All right. I have always shot you guys straight with my opinions on AMC, and I always will. We've made a lot of money trading AMC. We traded AMC on the way up in May. We traded it in June, and then we bought put options in the beginning of July, and we rode that thing all the way down in the month of July. It is now continuing lower in the month of August. I've always shot you guys straight when it comes to AMC, even when some people wanted to chop my head off when I told everybody that I bought put options on, I think it was like July 5th, maybe, or July 3rd, something like that, was the day that I bought. It was actually this day right here. This is July 6th. So July 6th, this is the day that I bought put options on AMC, that day right there. That's the day I bought put options, and that's when we were able to capitalize. I forgot. It was like a 280% gain on this drop on those put options. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you guys recall that trade and that trade analysis. I talked about it for days. We were in that trade for just about 2 weeks, and we were able to pull out 280%. But I also traded it to the long side during that. But I'm an active trader. I'm an active trader. I don't fall in love with the stock. I don't just sit there and hold forever. I actively trade it. I buy it when I see strength. I short it when I see weakness. This is, I don't see anything on this chart that makes me feel bullish. I don't see anything on this chart that makes me feel like I want to buy this stock. If anything, I think that the stock is going to continue lower and probably get down around $20. And then $20, I think, is where you're going to have a major support level. You'll have this previous pivot high from January. You'll have the breakout move from when the squeeze started. I love how people during this time were like, it hasn't even squeezed yet. Yes, it absolutely did. And then you'll have this 200-day moving average working its way up here towards $20 as well. So I expect some support there around $20. So I'm not willing to step in the way here. Listen, can the stock bounce off of 28? Yes, it absolutely can. Just like how the stock bounced off of the last support level we talked about on the live stream. This is back in mid-July. We were talking about this support level around 32. We talked about that. There was your support at 32, and you got this little bounce off of it. So does this mean that the stock can't give you another bounce? Yes, it absolutely can bounce off of 28. There is support at 28, but eventually, I think we can bounce from 28. The stock can probably get back to 34, 35. But then eventually I think it rolls back over again, just like you're seeing now. I think you see very similar price action to that. And I think the stock eventually gets down into the low 20s. Okay, so I don't see anything on AMC that makes me feel that this is a buy, nor do I have any intention on buying it right now. Okay, next question. How do you handle PDT rule when beginning? Let me turn off my screen share. Guys, listen, when it comes to PDT rule, there's a couple of things that I want you all to make sure that you are aware of, because a lot of people don't necessarily realize it. You're only bound to the PDT rule if you have a margin account. All right, you're only bound to the PDT rule if you have a margin account. So a margin account means your broker is essentially lending you money for you to trade with. So if you have $1,000 in your account, your broker will give you 4 times that so you can trade with it. If you do that, you are going to be bound by the PDT rule, which means you can only make 3 day trades in a rolling 5-day period. Okay. Now, to get around that, you can use a cash account. A cash account will, you won't be bound to the PDT rule, but you can only use the cash that's actually available in your account. Okay. It'll take 2 days for the cash to clear when you trade a stock. It'll take 1 day, depending on your broker, for the cash to clear if you trade an option. Now, learning how to trade options is a huge, huge advantage for someone that has a small account or someone that's bound to the PDT rule. We actually have entire courses dedicated to options trading in the TTG curriculum that's included with your membership. We also have videos that are dedicated inside of our video library, which has a bunch of different workshops and webinars that we do with our members. That's also free with your membership. We actually have like 2-hour-long workshop that I conducted just a couple months ago. It wasn't even that long ago, on how to grow a small account, how to grow like an account from $500 to $25K. And the very common misconception that you have with traders is that you need tens of thousands of dollars in order to become a profitable trader. And it's just simply not true. There is such a large amount of TTG members that have small accounts, that have started with accounts less than 25K and have grown those accounts now over time. And if you guys don't believe me, here, just watch. If you don't think that you can make money with a $300 account, just watch this. My TTG family members, anyone that is a member of True Trading Group, anyone that is a member, if you started with less than $1,000 in your account, sound off, comment in chat right now. Tell me what you started with and tell me where you are at now today. Again, tell me what you started with and tell me where you are at now today. Medium rare, Christy. Medium rare. All right, Josh Martin started with $300 and has now worked himself out of the PDT rule. Katie is getting out of PDT rule. Crypto Tank Girl started with $100, is now at $800. Israel Lopez started with exactly $1,000, is now at $31,000. Howard Potts from $700, $750 is now over $25K. Diane Fig started with $100, is now way over that. Billy Brown started with $250, is now at $5,000. GW started with $500, is now at $5,000. D. Akeley opened an account with $100, is now at $3,800. Thomas Barty started with $500, is now at $25,000. Moneyless started with $1,000, is now at $7,000. Okay, so you guys see the point here. $500 went to $11K. All right, so you guys are seeing this. Okay, look at this. German B started with $3,000 and is now at $6,000 just from taking notes on my live streams. Guys, my live streams are more informative and more educational than anything you've probably witnessed over the last entire year if you combine them all together, and I'm not kidding. So if you guys are actually getting education, you're getting lessons just from the hour or so that I spend with you on these live streams, understand this is a fraction of the education that you get as a member of True Trading Group. As a member of TTG, there are no special courses that cost more money. You get access to every single educational course, platform, tool, resource that we have. There's no upsells or anything like that. So if you guys think that you learned something on these live streams, imagine being in chat with me, trading all day, every day, as I'm on the microphone talking to you live like we are here now today. So it's literally just the tip of the iceberg. So again, you guys can see all, I don't need to keep reading. You can see my members continue to comment. Thank you guys, my TG fam. Thank you very much for helping answer that question, because it's a big common misconception that holds a lot of people back. I really feel like there's a lot of people out there that they've got a couple $100. They've got $200, $300, and they're like, what's the point? That's what everybody always says. They go, oh, what's the point? I need at least 10 grand in order to make money. No, you don't. No, you don't. And that's why I just wanted to ask all my teaching members, because it's better for you to hear it from them than for you to hear it from me. I've got a large account. So it's easy for you to be like, oh, well, Mike, of course, yeah, you can make money because, you know, whatever, you trade with large size. Okay. How do you explain all of the other members that just commented? How do you explain the member that started with $500 and is now at $25,000, or the member that started with $750 and is now at $31,000? The member that started with $1,000 is now at $7,000. How do you explain that? Right? You do not need, you know, tens of thousands of dollars to make money trading. It's just not true. So thank you, my TTG fam, for helping answer another TTG YouTube viewer's question. Does the wick count for closing a gap, or does it have to be the body of the candle? So gaps are typically the open and the closing marks, because you have to understand what a gap is, okay? A gap is the distance between a closing price and an opening price, right? It's a gap. So if a stock closes at $10.12 and the next day it opens at $12.73, regardless of where the high and the low is of those days, the gap is the close to the open. That's the gap. Okay, so you're going to want to be looking. I'm not to say you ignore the tails or the wicks, as you called it. You don't ignore them, because those will still be significant levels. It's either the high of the day or the low of the day, which is still relevant. You don't want to ignore it. But when you're talking about a complete gap fill, a gap fill is exactly that. It's filling the gap. But what is the gap? The gap is the distance from the closing price to that opening price when a stock either trades higher or lower the following day. Nice, Paul. Thank you. Paul says, I'm making money with TTG. It's a great education. Thank you, Paul. Congrats on your success, brother. It's just the beginning. If you have a 5K account, what would your tier prices be for the third tier trade? Just the fact that you asked that question tells me that you do not properly position size correctly. So I'm not going to answer your question, because there's not a correct answer to that question. By you asking me that question tells me that you position size yourself incorrectly. So allow me to explain how to properly position size yourself. Please pay very close attention, because this is an extremely important aspect of risk management that if you don't get this done correctly, you're going to have a difficult time being consistently profitable. Okay. So when it comes to proper position sizing, I don't care if you have a $5,000 account or a $50,000 account. You have to figure out what's a dollar amount that you're comfortable risking per trade. What's a dollar amount you're comfortable risking per trade? Is it $50, $100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000, whatever? Whatever that number is, that's for you to answer. I can't answer that question. Okay, what's the dollar amount you're comfortable that if you lose on a trade, you're okay losing that dollar amount? What's that number? Let's say, for example, it's $200. Okay, I'm just making up a number. You have to figure out what position size for you to get whenever you enter a trade. So if you get stopped out, you lose whatever your risk tolerance is, which in this example is $200. So let's say you buy a stock at $5.15 and your stop loss is $4.85. Your stop loss must be determined based on the chart itself. So you're not arbitrarily picking your stop loss. I hate people that say, oh, I set a stop loss at 5%. What the hell does that mean? Why? Why 5%? What is 5%? Complete made up number that has no relevance or significance to the price action of the stock whatsoever. Okay. 5% on something like Robinhood is literally nothing. 5% on something like Apple is a monstrosity of a move. So to say, oh, 5%, it's nothing. That doesn't mean anything. Your stop loss needs to be where it belongs based on the chart pattern that you're trading. So if you're buying a stock, you've got to figure out, well, where's the support level that if the stock breaks beneath it, that this setup doesn't exist anymore. I no longer should be long if we've broken below this level. Your stop loss has to go below that level. So let's say, for example, the stock has support at 5. You buy it at 5.15. Let's say your stop loss is 4.85. You've got to figure out, if you buy at 5.15, your stop loss is 45. Okay, well now how many shares do you have to buy? So if you do get stopped out, you'll lose your risk tolerance, which is $200. You've got to maintain consistency in your risk. You do not maintain consistency in your position size. Your position size should never be consistent. Your position size should be all over the place, depending on the trade that you're in, because every trade has different volatility. Every trade carries different risk. Every trade has a different price per share. Everything is different. You know, if I want to risk $5,000 on a trade, I can put 10,000, or I could put 50,000, or I could put 500,000 into a trade. but I can still risk the same $5,000 depending on the trade I'm in. So the example, I actually just went over this yesterday. If I bought, let's say, an option contract for the SPY that expires tomorrow, well, in this case, Friday, because it doesn't, options on the SPY don't expire Fridays, expire Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So let's say I buy an option that expires Friday. That's going to be insanely volatile. That's going to be an option contract where I'm either going to lose 50% or I'm going to make 150%. It's going to be a very, very volatile trade. So if I only want to risk $5,000, if that's my risk tolerance, and I know that I'm risking 50%, I'm only going to put $10,000 into that trade. So if I'm wrong and I get stopped out, okay, I lose $5,000 on a $10,000 position. But now let's say I'm trading a small cap. Let's say I'm trading like a BTBT today, right? And if I buy a stock at $11 and I say my stop loss is 10. All right, let me go back. Just to make the math easy. Let's say I buy a stock at 10, my stop loss is 9. Okay, well, now I just went from a 50% risk, right, on that option trade. Now, if I buy at 10 and I stop out at 9, how many shares do I have to buy so that if I'm wrong, I'll lose $5,000? The answer is 5,000 shares, right? I'm risking $1 a share. But 5,000 shares at $10, that's $50,000. But if I get stopped out on the trade at 9, I'm going to lose $5,000. That's a $50,000 position size versus the $10,000 position size on the SPY option trade. Now, let's go to Moderna. Let's go to Moderna, right? Let's say Moderna is at $500. It's not, but it feels like it's going to get there pretty soon, but it's not. Let's say Moderna is at $500, and let's say I want to get long. And I say, okay, my stop loss is $4.95 based on the chart. Remember, based on the chart, we're just assuming that the stop loss is $4.95, just like we assumed the stop loss was $9 on the previous example, right? That stop loss, I'm not making that number up out of thin air. It's based on the chart. So if I'm buying at 500 and I say my stop loss is $495, well, how many shares do I have to buy so I lose $5,000 if I get stopped out? The answer is 1,000, right? $5 a share, 1,000 shares. But if I buy 1,000 shares of a stock that's $500 a share, well, folks, that's a $500,000 position size. But if I get stopped out, I'm still losing $5,000. That's how you properly position size. And if you don't properly position size, then you can't properly manage your risk. Because now imagine if my risk was $5,000 per trade, right? Imagine if I took the same $50,000 position size as the $10 trade example, buy at 10, stop out at 9, and let's say I put that into the SPY option trade where I'm risking 50%. If I'm wrong and I get stopped out on that trade with $50,000 position size, I just lost $25,000. 5 times my risk tolerance, which is $5,000. On the flip side, let's say the $500 position size trade, right? The $500 where I'm putting $500,000 into that trade. Let's say I only put the $50,000 position size. Let's say I only put that into there. Okay. That's only 100 shares. I could be right on this trade and only make a couple $100, which makes it not even worth my time. This is why it's so important for you to understand proper position sizing. That's why I can get a $500,000 position size trade. I can get a $50,000 position size trade. I can get a $10,000 position size trade. And I can risk the same $5,000 on every single trade. So just the fact that you're asking this question, like how much should your tier prices be on tier 3? And if you have a $5,000, I know that you're doing this wrong, because that question tells me that you put the same dollar amount into every trade, which is incorrect. Some trades you're going to have bigger position size, others you're going to have smaller. But on every single trade, you're going to risk the exact same dollar amount. And a quick little mathematical equation for you guys to figure this out, like how many shares do I have to buy? You do whatever your risk tolerance is. What's that dollar amount? Let's say it's $200 for you, right? If it's $200, you'll do $200 divided by the difference between your entry and your stop loss. Right. So if you had $200 risk, you buy a stock at $525 and your stop loss is $475. Just as an example, In that case, you're risking 50 cents a share. So you buy at 525 and your stop loss is 475. The difference between your entry and your stop loss is 50 cents. If your risk tolerance is $200, you would do 200 divided by 50 cents. The answer, then that gives you 400. So in that example, you would buy 400 shares at 525. And if you get stopped out at 475, you've just lost $200, which is your risk tolerance. Okay? So that's the proper way of positions. If you learn nothing else from me, which I assure you, you stick around in these live streams, you're going to learn a hell of a lot more. But if you learn nothing else from me, let it be that. Something that a lot of amateur traders do wrong. And a lot of so-called gurus do wrong as well. How do you trade while working a full-time job? Simple! Papa Grinch. No, not simple, but allow me. But yes, simple, not simple, but yes, simple. Because there are many different types of trading styles and strategies. And you do not have to trade one particular way that works for somebody else that can sit in front of their computer screen all day, every day. You don't have to do what that person does. You can go on YouTube. You can find someone that trades 50 times throughout the day. They buy and they sell and they buy and they sell seemingly like almost every 30 seconds. You working a full-time job are not going to be able to trade that way. That's called a scalping trading style. Traders that are in and out within seconds. The longest you'll ever see a scalper hold their position is probably 2 or 3 minutes. The majority of those traders, they're in and out within seconds to minutes. A traditional day trader is going to be a quick trade. For a traditional day trader will be several minutes, but going up to several hours. That's a traditional day trader. Then you have a swing trader who will buy today and sell tomorrow or any day thereafter. There's many different trading styles and strategies. And the thing about True Trading Group that you all must understand is that it is not just me. That's why it's not called Watch Mike Trade. It's called TrueTradingGroup.com. Right? Because if there's me and 7 other TTG moderators in chat that are calling out trades and identifying opportunities that each have their own trading style and their own strategy. I think it's very important when traders are first starting out that they have exposure to multiple trading styles so they can see which one works for them, because one style that works for somebody else may not work for you. So understanding these different styles and seeing these different styles in action can help you decide, you know what? This style, not only does it fit with my lifestyle, meaning like your work schedule, but it also fits my personality. And that's why every single one of our moderators in True Trading Group, they all have their own style and they all have their own strategies. So everyone's different. That's why there's a little bit of something for everyone inside of True Trading Group. The other thing that makes it very easy for our members to trade while working full-time jobs is the mobile app that we've developed. So True Trading Group has its own mobile app. It's downloadable on iPhone and Android. Okay, you cannot download it if you are not a member. You need a code when you are a member in order to download that app. So don't even bother if you're not a member. It's for members only. But it will allow you to still be connected to the chat room, see the screen share, and listen to the audio analysis all day, even if you're not in front of your computer. It will also give you real-time push notifications whenever one of our moderators buys or sells a stock or an option in real time, no delay. That is how so many of our members, which the majority of our members do work full-time jobs. Yes, we have a lot of full-time traders in True Trading Group, but we have even more traders that work full-time jobs. And if you guys don't believe me, here, watch this. Papa Grinch, pay attention. Watch this. Guys, if you are a member of True Trading Group and you are killing it, if you're a member of True Trading Group and you are making money while working a full-time job, type the letter I in chat right now and comment also, what is your profession? Comment the letter I and also tell me, what is your profession? All right. Josh Martin's a paramedic. Chris, a janitor. Dana's a crane operator. IT for Jose. Real estate broker for Jay. Joshua works 2 full-time jobs. Wow, I can't even look at this. Radiology, software tester, lab director, internal auditor, DevOps engineer, heavy equipment operator, upholstery tech in aerospace, Ford Motor Company making trucks. My job is a full-time sniper trading robot. Yes, Jenny, I like your style. A dental assistant, an independent filmmaker, a golf junkie. I'm with you, man. I'm a golf junkie too. Construction, a lawyer, cloud engineer, retired, professional rope jumper. Nice. All right, so you guys get the point. So you see all my teaching members. You see them all commenting right now. I am up 34% in my account this month to learn working full-time as a firefighter paramedic. David, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you, David. Yes. Oh. I get hyped when my family does well. David and I feel, Dave, we don't talk all the time, bro, but I feel like we're friends at this point. We've had one-on-ones before, David and I. We talk in chat. And David really has put in a lot of work, man. David has put in a lot of work. He has been determined, and the results are showing. David, I'm really proud of you, man. Keith, I also put in 50 hours a week while day trading. So there you go, working 50 hours a week. A fleet manager, 60 hours a week, and still trading every day. Guys, that's why that mobile app is crucial. The mobile app is crucial. It allows you to really be able to still trade with all of us in chat. It's way better than text, okay? Text messages are delayed. Okay, text messages are, there's no way around it. There's no way you can avoid it. It is the cell phone carriers. The text messages will be delayed. The push notifications on the mobile app are not. Okay, so if you want to follow along with trades that moderators are making throughout the day, you use that mobile app, you get the real-time push notification, and you guys also pay very close attention. You can see the screen share, you can listen to the audio analysis, and that's how so many of our members are able to be successful while working full-time jobs. So again, another common misconception is that you can't do this if you work a full-time job. And it's just not true. A lot of people feel like, oh, well, if I don't have tens of thousands of dollars, I can't do this. Not true. Oh, well, if I work a full-time job, I can't do this. Not true. And, you know, it's easy for me to say that, right? But that's why I want you to hear it directly from our teaching members, because our teaching members are just, there's no difference between them and you. They're just like you. They found TTG the same way you did. They started with a small account. They started while working a full-time job. And now here they are telling you that I'm making money and I'm becoming a better trader. So important that I ask our members, not just you guys, or not just hearing it from me. Francis Addison says, how do I become a member? I want to take more questions and I will explain how do I become a member? Yeah. Listen, Francis, I will, I'll get into that later on the live stream. Okay. I'll get into that later on the live stream. I want to provide some more value first. I want to, there's a lot of lessons and some education that I want to talk about for people, but later in the live stream, I promise I will get into and I will explain how you can join the TTG family. Can you do more trade analysis? Yes, I can. We're just doing a Q&A session right now to let people log on. How is AMD still in beast mode? Because it's an amazing company. That's why. It's an amazing company. I have been screaming at the top of my lungs for years. Literally. I've been a shareholder of AMD for years. Okay. I'll pull up AMD right now. Okay, here is AMD. That is AMD. So just in the last week, AMD has gone absolutely apeshit. All right, this is just an absolute massive move for AMD, and we are crushing it right here. Literally, I kid you not, right there. If you were a member of True Training Group, or if you were watching my live streams at this time, I was, first of all, in March and April of 2020, I was on my live stream basically every day. March and April 2020, I was on my live stream every single day telling everyone this is the greatest opportunity of my lifetime. That market sell-off in March and April, every single day on the live stream, I would tell all of you, this is the greatest opportunity. Get in there. Get in there. And now, guys, I bought everything I can get my hands on in March and April. Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, AMD, NVIDIA, PayPal, Square, Disney, Qualcomm, you name it, I bought it. Boeing, everything. I bought everything in March and April. Everything I can get my hands on, including AMD. And AMD at the time was at like $45 a share. 45. The stock is now at $117. $117. This is a phenomenal company with a phenomenal CEO. Okay, phenomenal company, phenomenal CEO. And I believe still strongly in the future of this company. I believe we're going to look back at AMD in 3 to 5 years from now, and this is going to be, I don't know, a $200, $250 stock. I think the company is really just getting going. I'm very bullish on the semiconductor space as a whole as technology continues to advance. And I think that NVIDIA and AMD are two of the best companies in that space. You know, TSM is a really good one too, but they've got their own little concerns right now. Taiwan Semiconductor, another great company, but there's the whole thing there that's going on with China. And there's like, you have this little extra added, China wanting to like control Taiwan. And there's a little bit of a recently, I think, is why Taiwan Semiconductors is kind of lagging a little bit when you see like AMD blowing off to the moon. You have NVIDIA going off to the moon. This is another company that I own that I've been screaming from the rooftops is a fantastic company for the last several years. And now finally, these stocks are making just absolutely insane moves. And I still have not taken profit in my long-term portfolio because I strongly believe 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15 years from now, these stocks are going to be even significantly higher than they are here now today. So I actually would like to see a quick show of hands. Guys, if you are a member of True Trading Group and you have made money on my AMD calls and on my AMD analysis, I would love for you guys to go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. If you've made money on AMD because of my AMD analysis and the AMD calls that I've been talking about now for well over a year. So just pay attention, guys, the amount of people that are about to type the number 1 in chat right now. This is my TTG fam. Yes. Look at all these number 1s. Oh, this makes me feel so happy. Makes me feel so happy when it all comes together. Really makes me feel so happy. Look at all these people that have made money with AMD. I love it. Congrats, everybody. Congrats. Do you guys still think $1,300 is a lot for 1 year? What do you guys think? Is $1,300 a lot for 1 full year with True Trading Group? Do you think it's a lot? You still think it's a lot? Hell no, of course not. Chump change now. Look at all my you guys are the best. You know what? I don't think you guys understand. Like sometimes I'm so sick of reading. Like I want to hear all of you screaming at me. Like when I say like sound off if you guys are making money, I want to hear everyone be like, yo, like, it's like I'm like hyped here by myself, just home yelling all by myself. I love it. Good stuff, guys. Guys, listen, I'll take like one more question. We'll take one more question, and then we're going to move on. We've already been doing this Q&A for 40 minutes. Christy, you make me laugh, man. Christy goes, Michael, I would never scream at you. If it's a joyful scream, joyful. Don't yell at me. How do you handle the fear after a loss? Greta DeSantis, you handle the fear after a loss by realizing that you did nothing wrong. Okay, that is how you handle the fear that you will build after a loss. It is totally mental. It's all up in your head because you all have to understand that losing is part of trading. There's no way around it. There's no way that you're going to prevent yourself from losing, right? You're going to have losing trades. I have losing trades. I had so far 1 losing trade this week. Okay. I have had one losing trade this week, and it was a Moderna trade, actually. Okay, so, but all my other trades so far have been winners. But you have to understand that losing is part of trading, right? It's part of it. So if you can come to grips and accept that even if you go after the highest probability setup there possibly ever can be, you can still lose, because there is no such thing as something in the stock market that will always 100% work. Doesn't exist. There's no special pattern. There's no secret underground indicator that gives you a buy signal that's going to always be right. There is nothing on this planet Earth that works with 100% certainty. Believe me, if there was a secret like that, I would have learned it when I worked at the hedge fund. It doesn't exist. So all you can do as a trader is trade the probabilities. You're essentially a poker player. A really good poker player, they play the probability. They say, based on the cards I have and the cards that are on the table, I have a 73% chance of having the best hand out of this table. And then what does the player do? The player will use their experience and their skill to try to gauge what the other players have. Are they strong? Are they weak? Should I raise? Should I fold? Should I just call? Like, should I check? Right? But you're playing the probability. All of the decisions you make are based on the probability of you having the best hand. Trading is a lot like that. Trading, since we now know that there's nothing that works 100% of the time, now what we need to do then is, well, okay, our job as traders is to identify the high probability setups. So I break this down into A, B, and C setups. An A setup, 70 to 75% success. A B setup, 60 to 65. A C setup, 50-50 coin flip. Okay? A 50-50 coin flip. Now, understanding and getting a real professional education when it comes to technical analysis will help you identify the difference between an A, B, or C setup. That's what we do. I teach my members to identify the difference between an A, B, and C setup. What makes the difference between the two? Okay, what's the difference? That's what trading is. Have the patience and the knowledge to identify A setups. Put yourself on the right side of that probability over and over again. And if you do that, you're doing so fully understanding that 30% of the time, it's not going to work out, and you're still going to take a loss. Even though it could have been the best setup to have ever formed in the market, you can still lose. So you just shake it off and say, oh, that was one of the 25, 30% of the times that it's not going to work out. I'm going to go and I'm going to find the next setup and the next setup and the next one. And you're going to put yourself on the right side of that probability over and over again. And that's the best way for you to overcome that fear. You know, it's like you shouldn't be scared of losing, because losing part of it. You won't find a single NFL player that's scared of getting hit. Because if you're scared of getting hit, you're never going to become a great football player. It's part of the game. In order for you to become a great football player, you're going to have to get hit. It's part of the game. There's no way around it. Those that don't like to get hit or are scared of getting hit, they don't make it to the NFL. Traders that are scared to lose, they don't make it to become consistently profitable. You have to go into trading with a different mindset. You can't be scared to lose money. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. You're going to make losing trades. You have to accept that. Just like when you decide, hey, you know what I think? I'm going to change career paths. I'm going to go be a boxer. But I'm scared to get punched in the face. Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? You can't be a boxer without getting punched in the face. Okay? Even the best boxer in the world gets punched in the face. Okay. So that's my advice to you, Greta, when it comes to that. All right, guys. So listen, what I want to do real quick. Now I'm going to get into Robinhood, BYSI, the SPY, Ethereum. We're going to get into all that here now. the next part of this live stream. But what I would like for you all to do is take a moment and please share this stream on your own social media right now. Hit that like button. All right, share this right now and smash that like button. Before I get into Robinhood, BYSI, SPY, Ethereum, before I get into that, I want to see 500 likes. All right, I want to see 500 likes on this video, and I want to see that everyone shared this on their own social media. Type the word done in chat right now, guys. Type the word done in chat once you have smashed that like button and have shared this on your own social media. Beautiful. Look at that. Just like that. See, all I got to do is ask nicely. And we got 504 likes. Look at that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. I love you all. Who hit the Zero goes, who hit the thumbs down? How sad of a person do you have to be? It's just a miserable bastard. 522. To the 8 of you that disliked this video, I love you too. I love you all. All right, guys, let's get into now. I want to talk about some of the top stocks that a lot of people have been asking about. I got a lot of questions today about a handful of different stocks. So I figured that we're just going to run through. We're going to talk about them all right here on the live. And I'm going to start things off with Robinhood. All right, we're going to start things off with Robinhood. I'll pull up the charts. All right. Crazy day for Robinhood. Let me tell you guys first what I think happened with Robinhood. I'm going to be honest and tell you what I really think happened over the last 2 days with Robinhood. Robinhood's got 22 million accounts. They offered pre-IPO shares at $38 to their customer base. Only about 300,000 people from Robinhood purchased shares in the IPO at $38. Only about 300,000 out of 22 million. What I think happened is Robinhood had a horrific IPO. Day one of Robinhood's IPO was actually one of the worst performing IPOs ever for an IPO of its size. Okay. One of the worst performing IPOs, if not the worst, of its size on IPO day. Stock was down about 9% or so the day of the IPO. For an IPO of this size, that's really bad. Then, over the next 2 days, word gets out that Cathie Wood is buying a boatload of Robinhood. The day of the IPO, Cathie Wood bought about 1.2 million shares on the day of the IPO. She bought more the very next day. And what I think happened is the social media world and the retail trader community, the Reddits of the world, the Twitters, the TikToks, the Discords, the Facebooks, and everything in between started to catch wind that Cathie Wood is buying a ridiculous amount of stock, and people started to follow her. That starts to move the price of the stock higher. You had an initial flush out the day of the IPO. I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but it's pretty funny. Cathie Wood bought 1.2 million shares on the day of the IPO. The CEO of Robinhood sold 1.25 million shares the day of the IPO. So that first day that Robinhood started trading, this day right here, the the CEO actually sold 1.25 million shares. So you had some insider selling the day of the IPO, and I think that put pressure on the stock. Then all of a sudden now your retail community starts to come and step in. And as soon as this stock got over $38, because now remember, Robinhood clients could have bought the stock at 38. Only 300,000 of them did. Okay. Only 300,000 of Robinhood customers bought the shares at 38 pre-IPO. Once this got over 38, 39, 40, 41, I think massive FOMO kicked in. I think the other 21.7 million customers at Robinhood were like, shit, I should have bought the shares at 38. What I then think started to happen was that FOMO kicked in, and all of these diamond handers in AMC and GameStop started to sell those positions. And they took that money and they dumped it right into Robinhood. It's not a coincidence that Robinhood is up huge in the last 2 days, and AMC and GameStop are both down big. Look at Robinhood today. Look at AMC today. Look at AMC the last 3 days. Look at Robinhood the last 3 days. In my opinion, that is what has happened to Robinhood. In my opinion, this move from 38 to 85 today was not hedge funds. Hell, it wasn't even Cathie Wood. It was Robinhooders. It was the Reddit crowd. It's the meme stock crowd. That's what did this. If Robinhood was going to be such a golden goose in the institutional community, it would have got bought up. It would not have been down 9% the day of the IPO. Guys, hell, the day of the IPO, Goldman Sachs still couldn't satisfy their book. In my 17 years, I have never, ever seen the morning of an IPO, the lead underwriter still making phone calls to try to satisfy buyers for the shares being offered in the IPO. I have never, ever seen that happen. I knew at that moment, when I woke up the day of the IPO and the first piece of news that I saw on CNBC was Goldman Sachs is still making calls. What? Making calls? Successful IPOs, Goldman Sachs, you don't need to make calls. You have to answer the phone. You don't have to make calls. You answer the call. That told me there was not institutional demand for Robinhood at $38, at $42, at $44. They were trying to sell stock at $42 and $44. It wasn't working. It came all the way down to $38. Then the stock opens and it goes all the way down to $34, whatever it was. There was no institutional interest. That's why I believe that these last couple of days, it's the meme stock crowd. It's the Robinhooders. They're bailing on AMC. They're bailing on GameStop. They're tired of hearing about AMC to the moon. And they're like, you know what? The hell with this. I'm down 50% on my AMC position. I'm going to put it into Robinhood. I think you have finally seen people say, the hell with AMC. That's what I think you've seen. I think you're finally seeing some of that crowd say, the hell with this. And they have moved on to Robinhood. Now, to what avail? Is that the right move? Is that the smart move? Personally, I do not think Robinhood's a good buy up here. Personally, I do not think Robinhood is a good buy up here. Because if I'm correct, let's kind of go back. If I'm correct, right? If the Robinhooders are what has moved this stock higher, right? It's a very thinly traded stock. And there's a lot of people that are still restricted. When restrictions come off of Robinhood, if it's anywhere near this price, it's going to get sold into dramatically. Guys, think about it. This CEO wanted to sell shares at 38. You don't think that other investors that are locked up from pre-IPO are going to want to sell at 65 or at 70 or at 75? Of course they are. When that lockup period comes, you're going to get a massive selling coming into Robinhood. All right. It's a very thinly traded stock right now, and there's not enough shares out there to handle the demand and interest of 22 million accounts coming in, and they're all buying, a few $100 or a few $1,000 of stock. Do the math. Then you factor in people like me and everybody else. Hell, I bought Robinhood yesterday. You guys were on my live stream. I bought Robinhood yesterday at $41.11. That's the price I bought it at yesterday, $41.11. You guys can, if you missed the live stream yesterday, go back, watch it when we're done here, right? I don't have Robinhood, okay? I trade with Lightspeed. So I don't think you're going to have follow-up buying pressure coming in from the institutional community at this price. There's also not a large short position on Robinhood. There's only about 10 million shares that have been borrowed. That's not a lot. 10 million shares borrowed, that's not a lot. So it's not like you have this huge short position that's going to squeeze this thing to the moon. I think this move is very erratic. It's textbook FOMO trading from inexperienced retail traders, and I don't think it's sustainable. Now, would I short it right now? No, I wouldn't. Right now, for me, Robinhood is a hands-off. It's a hands-off. I'm not comfortable swinging this stock. I'm not comfortable holding it long or holding it short. I'm comfortable trading it intraday because I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. We can gap up to $75 tomorrow, or we can gap down to $55. I have no idea. It's a complete coin flip at this point. It's the retail community just FOMO right into this stock. People are giving up on AMC. They're giving up on GameStop. Those stocks are down huge in the last 3 days. But what's Robinhood in the last 3 days? Moon. That's what's happening. I do not believe you just had Wall Street completely changed its mind from 3 days ago. And 3 days ago, nobody wanted to own this thing at 38. Now, all of a sudden, every hedge fund in the world wants to own it at 60. I don't think so. So I don't think that retail buying is going to be enough to continue to push the stock higher from these levels. All right. So that's my opinion. I want you guys to be careful trading this thing. It's extremely volatile. I expect very big moves to continue. Now, I'm going to trade those moves. I will trade those moves. I'll trade it up and I'll trade it down. I can get a borrow from Lightspeed. Actually, I didn't check today. I did not check today, honestly, to be fair. I didn't check if I can get a borrow today from Robinhood, but the last 3 days I could. I was able to get a borrow on to short Robinhood on Lightspeed. Today, I'm not sure. I didn't check, but I'll check tomorrow. Okay? So that's that. I'll let you guys know exactly what I'm doing, with Robinhood and what I do, what I buy, when I sell, and all of that stuff. I'll let you guys know, of course. Okay. Next stock I want to talk to you about, let's touch upon the AMC. We talked about this earlier, right? We talked about this earlier on the live stream when somebody asked me, what do I think about AMC in August? And I think AMC in August continues to go down. I think you're going to see AMC continue to drift lower. I think AMC maybe you get a bounce off of 28. Maybe tomorrow we go to 28 and then bounce. And then for like 1 or 2 days, we go up to like 32, 33, 34. But eventually I think the stock continues lower. I think AMC goes down towards 20, especially if I'm right and you're finally seeing the retail community give up on AMC and everybody abandon ship, then you may see that move itself. That may further accelerate the selling pressure to the downside and selling begets selling. And I think that the stock will eventually work its way down towards 20. I think that you have a minor support level at 28. So again, we may bounce off 28, but eventually, fast forward, a couple of weeks from now or a month from now, I think you see AMC go back and test this level. That previous high, I think we go down and test that $20 level. And I think that happens within the next couple of weeks, maybe it takes a month, but I do think we get down and I think we do test that level. Okay, so I talked about that earlier. That is my stance on AMC. Now we'll hit on BYSI real quickly. BYSI really intrigues me because this stock traded such an absurd amount of volume today and didn't move. I am astonished at the volume that this stock traded today, and for all intents and purposes, did nothing. Like, now, yeah, we traded in between 20 and 30. 20 and 30, 20 and 30, 20 and 30. I am surprised to see this trade as much volume as it did and really not move. This stock traded 84.5 million shares. Look at this volume bar in relation to all of your other volume bars. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the size of these volume bars. And then look at this volume bar. This astonishes me. This astonishes me. Okay. This is absolutely absurd. Okay. The most this stock has ever traded before, is literally 3 million shares. That's the most it's ever traded. It traded 85 million today. Okay. So I'm astonished that the stock really did not move. I would have expected a lot more volatility today. I would have expected a lot more range. So what does that tell me? Well, it tells me one of two things. It tells me that there are institutional investors that have maybe given the company money over the years. It's a biotech company. You guys know biotechs, they are always short on cash. They always need to raise money so they can conduct clinical trials. They can do more research. They can do testing. Very, very, very cash intensive to be a biotech company. Okay. You lose literally millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars before you ever actually get a successful product. So what may have happened today is you have institutions, banks, hedge funds, high net worth individuals that have maybe given this company millions of dollars over the years. And today, when the stock had the big gap up and traded all this liquidity, they took advantage of that, what is called a liquidity event, and they sold. And they never sold previously because the stock really never traded enough volume for them to be able to sell millions of shares. Because the stock would normally trade 200,000 shares in one whole day. So if you're someone that holds, 10 million shares, how are you going to sell 10 million shares if the stock's only trading 200,000 shares? So they just sit on it. They sit on it until there's some type of liquidity event, which is what you saw today. And it's very possible that you could have seen maybe some convertible notes, maybe a company owned debt, and they converted that debt into equity, and they stepped in and they sold their stock. That's one possibility. Another possibility is a shit ton of people shorted it today. I tend to think it's the first option because I think the volume was too high. So I tend to believe the first option, that maybe you had some liquidation going on from some large shareholders today that took advantage of this liquidity event that maybe gave the stock money when the stock was sitting around 15. The stock gapped up to 25, 30, and they were like, wow, that's a big win. Let's take it. And I think maybe that is what you may have seen happen today. It just doesn't make sense to me how, with all of that buying pressure, that this stock was not able to actually go up, aside from its gap. Like, we gapped up today at $28, and we are still at $28. The stock literally the whole day did nothing. And that is pretty crazy to me, which tells me that there was steady liquidation and steady selling all day long in this area. All day long in this area, there was steady selling pressure. And that's why I believe that you had maybe some liquidation going on with some institutions. So BYSI, although it is something that will be on my watch list for tomorrow, it will be on my watch list, because if it gets over $30, which is today's high, if anyone that did step in and short this thing today, that could cause a short squeeze that can take you well up into the 40s. And if this thing does give you a short squeeze, you're going to be talking about a move that literally could take you up into the low 40s until you encounter like your next real strong resistance level. Okay. Everything that I'm explaining to you guys right now, all right, if anything I'm saying to you right now sounds foreign, or it's like over your head, don't stress it, guys, because as a member of True Trading Group, you will learn all of these things that I'm saying to you right now. I teach you how to spot all of these things. So if anything I'm saying to you sounds, over your head right now, don't sweat it. I'll teach you guys how to do all these things. Okay, now let's talk about the SPY. Nada. All right, what have I said about the SPY over the last couple of days? Every single Sunday night at 8:30 p.m., what do? Every Sunday at 8:30 p.m., I go over my stock market outlook. I tell you guys what I think the markets are going to do. I give you guys updates about that along the way. And I've said that I think the markets are going to be choppy and filled with a lot of indecision this week. Indecision means down, up, down, up, down, up. Lack of direction. Lack of direction. That is what indecision means. And where is that indecision coming from? It's coming from mixed messages surrounding the Delta variant and COVID, because you have scary news headlines about the Delta variant, about cases, hospitalizations. You have all these, vaccine this, and you have all these news headlines, and those news headlines shake up the markets. They rattle the markets a little bit. The market remembers what happened the last time we had news headlines like that. And the markets don't like that. Any possibility of another lockdown, the markets would not like that. So on one hand, you have Florida hitting a record number of hospitalizations in a single day since the start of the pandemic. You have Florida hitting a record case number since the start of the pandemic in just one day. So in the same breath, you have those headlines, but then you also have, over the weekend, Fauci say, I don't think we need another lockdown. You also have Dr. Gottlieb, who in my opinion is the guy to listen to throughout this whole thing. It's really the only person that I think has really been clear, concise, and has remained, really with his stance on a lot of topics surrounding this the whole time. A lot of other people that are out there have flip-flopped and changed their mind 100 times. Dr. Gottlieb has been pretty spot on. The guy's been pretty solid. So he actually came on the other day, and he's also the former head of the FDA. He's also on the board of Pfizer, and he's on the board of Merck. Needless to say, the guy knows his stuff. Now, Dr. Gottlieb came out and said that he believes, based on what he is seeing in other countries that were ravaged by the Delta variant, like India, like the UK, which also have far lower vaccination rates than the United States. The United States is now 70% of adults have received at least one vaccine shot. A lot of other countries out there are nowhere near that number. A lot of countries are at like 20%. So according to Dr. Gottlieb, he believes that we might see the peak of the Delta variant case spread in the United States by August 14th. Based on the vaccination rates that we have here, based on looking at the data coming out of the UK and India, which are already turning the corner and seeing cases decline, that he believes that by August 14th, that might be our peak, like peak Delta variant spread, August 14th. And then the cases may start to drop itself back down. So when you have Dr. Gottlieb saying that, and you have Fauci saying, I don't think we're going to have another lockdown, but then you have these news headlines of like, oh my God, Delta variant, Delta variant. It creates the indecision. It creates, well, what do we do? Do I take profit up here just in case we go into a lockdown? Or do we continue to buy stocks because earnings are still really good and we're not going to go into a lockdown and we're still going to be pretty good at the end of the year? Like, what do we do? And I think that indecision has created what you are seeing in the market over the last couple of days. Look at the price action. We're up and then we're down and then we're up and then we're down and then we're up and then we're down. Literally. We had the push to new all-time highs right here. Then we gapped down. Then we gapped up and traded down. Then we opened and traded higher. And then we went back down again today. So it's like down, up, down, up, down, up. That's indecision to me. That's indecision. When I see indecision in the markets, I don't try to predict where that decision's going to lie. That's a fool's game. Is there anything in this chart that tells you, yep, we're going to do that tomorrow? Or you know what, we're going to do this tomorrow? No, it's indecision. It's consolidation. And as a trader, it's just as much your job to identify a good trade versus no trade at all. And in my opinion, right now, the SPY is a hands-off. It's a no trade at all. I don't see anything here that makes me feel confident in getting calls or getting puts. For me, this is a step aside. Let the markets play itself out. Let the Delta variant play itself out. Let that news cycle play itself out and see where the markets lie once there's more clarity and once there's more decision. Because right now, I don't see a lot of decision. I see support at 436. I see resistance at 442, and the market is right dead smack in the middle of that range. So until the market breaks above or below one of those levels, I don't see anything here. And my TC2000 is frozen. I can't draw on it. Let me just try to redo this, guys, real quick, because I want to be able to draw on my TC2000. Give me 1 second. I'm going to refresh it. Yep, that worked. Okay, so here's the range that I was talking about. There it is. Okay, that's your range. So I'm not going to do anything until we get above this range or below this range. We get below this range, it's a short right back down to that 50-day moving average. If you get below that range, it's a short right back down to 430. Otherwise, we break above this range, it's a clean shot to 445 to 447, 448, clean shot. But I'm not going to do anything until that range is broken. Because once that range is broken, I'll have a much better feel for direction. And that, as a trader, is what you want to look for. All right. And then last but not least, Ethereum, which is one of the topics that people are asking about. Let me actually go ahead, and I actually don't have crypto on TC2000. Let's pull up a different chart. Ethereum. All right, and here we go. Let me get rid of that chart, and I'll pull up a different one. All right, guys. So Ethereum has made a pretty strong move here. Let's go back to a month, 1 year. There we go. That's what I want to look at. Okay, so here we are for Ethereum. I like this chart that I'm seeing here for Ethereum. All right, I have I've talked about this level on Ethereum for quite a while. When a couple months ago, when you had that big crash in crypto, when Ethereum went all the way back down below 2,000. I told people, about this level here, that this level right below 2,000, it's like 1,800. That area is really, really strong support. It's really, really strong support on Ethereum. And that level was tested not once, not twice, but 3 times over the last couple of months. And you'll see right here, okay, this low, and this low. So you see right across this straight line, right across here. Right across, this part right here. You see how that you guys see a support right there? How the price was not able to go back down beneath that level 3 times it was tested. That's a really good support level. And out of all the cryptocurrencies, I actually like Ethereum the best. I like Ethereum the best. I like Ethereum better than Bitcoin. I like the usage. I like Ethereum the best. So a lot of people are asking, like, is Ethereum a buy? I think Ethereum anywhere near like that $1,800 to $2,000 level, I do think that's a good place to buy it. And I do think it's a good place to kind of own it. So that's a pretty good area of support that has now proven itself. It looked like it was there from earlier in the year, but then now the last couple of months have played out. We've seen that level get tested multiple times, and it held really well. It held really, really well. Okay, so there you guys have it. All right. So these are the topics and the discussions that you guys have really been asking me about. A lot of people have been asking me about these particular ticker symbols, have been asking me about what to do about them. And I figured it was a good time to kind of come on here and kind of break down all of these charts and tell me what you guys are thinking. Okay. So there you have it. All right. So that was there for all of the kind of questions that you guys have for me there. Okay. So there's what kind of the questions that you guys had for me there. What I want to do now is kind of move it now. We're going to move right over into BTBT. All right. We're going to move things right over to BTBT now. We're going to talk about this trade today. This is where I made the bulk of, not my bulk, this is where I made all of my money today, was BTBT. And just a beautiful move today from this stock. I mean, look at this candle on the daily chart, just beautiful. Solid candle to the upside here. I do also think this stock needs to remain on your watch list going into tomorrow as well. This is something that I am going to be paying close attention to tomorrow, and will also be on my watch list tomorrow as well. And today, folks, this is where we did our damage right here. We caught that. Okay, this is the move that we caught today inside of True Trading Group. And it was a thing of beauty. And what I'm going to go over with you guys here now is some technical lessons that you can take with you to learn on how to identify these types of setups on your own. All right, there's a lot of different lessons from a technical standpoint that I'm going to cover with you. We're going to talk about volume. We're going to talk about trade line VWAP crossovers. We're going to talk about initial morning highs. There's a lot. there's a lot that I'm going to cover. Okay. There's a lot that I'm going to cover with you guys on this BTBT. But before I do get into this tonight, I actually would like to know how many people that are on the live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right, we've got Omar, we've got Khalil, we've got Angela, we got Sam, we got Mark, Nate, Samilio, Robert, Ken, Marty Davidson. 0 Point, as a member, do you get stock suggestions and a watch list? 0 Point, you get a watch list and our trading game plan for the day every single day pre-market. Francis Addison. Good, guys. All right, so a lot of people that are typing the words TTG in chat right now. All right. All right, guys, beautiful. All right, beautiful. Guys, listen up real quick. The people that are here for the first time, all right, or you guys are not a member here, for those of you that are here, I want to make sure that everyone just is really clear real quick on something specifically before I get into the BTBT lessons and everything. Again, an 18% gain today on BTBT. We're starting the month of August off on fire. But I want to make sure that everyone understands and is clear about is that TTG is a premium product, guys. Okay, it's an educational platform for traders. We combine top-notch education with premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, Quote Media, and we're a community of traders where we all share the same goal, and that is to learn, trade, and profit together. True Trading Group is a business at the end of the day, folks. And some people ask, well, if I'm a good trader, then why make a business? And the answer to that is simply because I'm also a businessman, and my partner Adam and I, we saw an opportunity to positively disrupt an industry that has a terrible reputation. There's so many people out there who don't know their ass from the elbow. They teach, misinformation, and they just sell you on hopes and dreams. They try to claim they have some kind of secret that they're going to tell you about, but no one knows. It's total bullshit. It's given the industry of like online trading education a really bad name. And we saw an opportunity to really disrupt that for better. So I get to trade every single day and do what I love, right? But I also get paid to help others become successful traders by providing 10 times the value of any other company in this industry for literally a fraction of the price. So if you guys don't like the idea that True Trading Group is a business, let me ask you this. Would you rather True Trading Group treated you as a charity, or would you rather get exactly what you paid for and then some? We run a business here, guys. At the end of the day, the sole reason of that purpose of that business is to grow and succeed. But our growth and our success is based on the success of our members. That's how we've grown since day one. That's why when you join True Trading Group, we say, welcome to the family. We truly care whether you guys succeed or fail. And that's why we spend, near 15 hours a day working on this platform to continue to improve it for our members. We are only as good as our members are doing, not by how much money they're spending on marketing. Right? Our success is directly tied to our members, yours. So just because we're on here selling a membership does not mean that the information that we cover on here or provide is any less. What matters is results. And that's what's important. Our members are becoming better traders and they're making money, flat out, period. If you guys don't believe me, I want you to watch this. If you are a member of True Trading Group and you are making money and becoming a better trader, I want you to sound off, type the number 1 in chat right now. Guys, sound off, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are making money and becoming a better trader, sound off in chat right now. So it's easy for me to sit here and say, oh yeah, my members are making money. Well, how do you know? Well, cool. I'm going to ask my members. And what you're going to do is you're going to pay attention to how many number 1s come across the screen right now. These are TTG members TTG family that are telling you, hey, Mike's telling the truth. I did it. I signed up. I'm learning and I'm making money flat out. And that's all that matters. That's what matters. Results. Results matter. Because guess what? There are no participation trophies when it comes to the stock market. Results matter, folks. And right here are your results. Okay. Now, before we get into the main lessons here with BTBT, for those that don't know, we do giveaways. We do a lot of giveaways with our members. Every time we get 300 new members in True Trading Group, we give away a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. All you have to do is be a member of True Trading Group, and you'll have an opportunity to win 30 grand or a brand new Tesla. And it's up to the winner. Winner chooses cash or the car. Okay, winner chooses cash or the car. All right, but we also do giveaways with new members as well. We always give away like Amazon Kindle Fires, Android tablets, laptops. We don't always have them available, but when we do, they go quick. And tonight we've got 20 laptops, and then that is it. We're done, guys. Talk to Adam. Adam, Joe was doing a pretty good job while Adam was gone, but Adam is back from his vacation. He's been talking to the wholesaler, and Adam has informed me that we got 20 laptops, and then that's going to be it for the foreseeable future. We might drop down to tablets or something else, but the laptops are going to be donezo. Yeah,
we are after this 20, it's going to be a while before we get any more laptops. We're going to be going back to the Amazon Kindle Fires for a bit. That's it. So there's 20, and hopefully take advantage of it. We got 20 left for tonight at midnight. Whatever we don't sell, assuming we will sell them, but whatever we don't sell, we'll just be given away to our existing members tomorrow morning. So that is it.
Cool. So there you go, guys. That's it. So we got 20 laptops left. So the next 20 people to join True Trading Group, you're going to get yourself a brand new free laptop. Okay, you're going to get yourself a brand new free laptop. It's going to be either Acer, HP, or Dell laptop. We also do cover the shipping costs, and we do ship globally. So guys, listen up real quick. A 1-year membership to True Trading Group, it's normally $2,212. But from now until midnight Pacific, you can save 40% and get the membership down all the way to just $1,319. And the next 20 people to use coupon code TTG121 will get themselves not only a 40% discount, but a brand new free laptop as well. All right. I want you to think of us as the Netflix of trading communities, folks. You pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have. There are no upsells ever. Included in your membership is going to be our 17-course curriculum. It's a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund in New York. You're going to get beginner and foundation courses. If you've never traded before, that is where you will start, and we'll start holding your hand from day one. We also have advanced courses if you're more seasoned of a trader. There's also courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We've got it all in text and video format. You're also going to get to use our Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. You're going to get Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all of the market maker depth inside of level 2. TradingView's Pro charting software, which is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. You're also going to get our Trade Ideas scanner, which is the industry standard when it comes to scanning, guys. We're going to show you stocks making new highs, new lows that have a volume surge. It's broken down and segmented between small cap, mid cap, and large cap. So whatever it is that you trade, there's something there for everyone. That scanner will basically help you make sure that you are always focused on the stocks that give you the best chance to profit. Then, of course, our chat room, which is not a Discord or anything like that, guys. It's proprietary software where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone, calling out trades in real time, answering questions. We're there for you the entire day. We're not gone after 2 hours. You don't have to fend for yourself. And we are currently sporting over an 80% win rate in chat, which means over 80% of the time that we call out a trade alert is a profitable one. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks literally all of our activity. All of our moderators are required to load up all their trading activity to this trading journal each and every single day, so you guys can see how all of our moderators are performing. And then, of course, we do live workshops and webinars with our members every week covering different topics. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with lifetime members. We do small private study groups. Really, this is your chance to get that individualized attention, go over lessons and topics that you need help with. And then, of course, we got the giveaways, which is the 30K or Tesla. Whenever we get 300 new members, we do that giveaway with our team. So that's a hell of a lot of fun. But again, the next 20 people to join with coupon code TTG121 will not only get the 40% discount, guys, but you're also going to get yourself a brand new free laptop. Tonight will be the last night for laptops. After tonight, and we are out of those 20 laptops, that's it, folks. We are donezo. Adam is not able to get his hands on any more laptops, so that is all. You must actually enter coupon code TTG121 and click apply code to get the discount. It will not discount it automatically. You actually have to enter the code. You'll know you're getting one of the 20 laptops because you'll see the laptop in your checkout cart. If you go to your checkout cart and it's not there, if you do not see a laptop, that means we've sold out. All right. And last but not least, before I move on to the lessons, we do have a money back guarantee, folks. Okay. We have a money back guarantee. Here's the deal. I put my money where my mouth is. I stand behind my program, the education that we've created at Tree Training Group. And if you commit to me, I'll commit to you. So anyone that is willing to go through all the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one private study group, if you commit to doing those three things and still do not make back your membership fee at least once, that's $1,319 here tonight. If you don't make that back at least once, folks, I will give you all your money back. I'll give you a full refund. I'm not kidding. Because at the end of the day, results matter. Over 80% of our members have gone on to become successful, meaning they're making money or becoming a better trader. That's according to a recent survey we conducted in the beginning of July with all of our members. And because of that, I am confident enough to offer you this money back guarantee. I stand behind my program. I put my money where my mouth is. Worst case scenario, you guys sign up, you don't make back your membership fee, you get a free laptop and you get your money back. That's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you get a free laptop, you become a consistent profitable trader, and you go on to achieve financial goals you never thought were actually possible. Okay, so you weigh that risk reward. All right, so again, guys, use coupon code TTG121 to get the 40% discount and get yourself one of our brand new free laptops. That is it. Laptops are gone after tonight. We got 20 more, and then that is it. No more left. Okay, guys, let's get into the lessons now and the topics on the day. All right, we're going to go hit BTBT now. I'm going to take myself a quick little sip of water because my voice is basically almost gone. All right, guys, BTBT, here we go. All right. Now, a lot of different things we're going to talk about here during this trade. 18% gain. This is where I made my money today. So let's break it down. Let's break down the chart and let's go to the daily chart first. Because one of the things that you really have to understand, you really have to realize when you are trading is the importance of using multiple time frames. The importance of using multiple time frames. Okay. Yes, I do this every single day, guys. I do this every single day. Yes. Dale goes, good to Mike does this every day. Listen up, peeps. Exactly. So the importance of using multiple time frame charts. Hector, welcome to the TTG family. Hector, everyone give Hector a big warm welcome, our latest member of the TTG fam. Folks, that means there's only 19 laptops left now. All right, there's only 19 left. That's all we've got. We got no more laptops after this. So use coupon code TTG121. You guys will get the brand new free laptop and the 40% discount. Hector, welcome to the family. Now, the mistake that a lot of traders make, okay, the mistake that a lot of traders make, or amateur traders, is that they fail to recognize the bigger picture. So many inexperienced traders, all they look at, right, is what's happening right now. What's happening today. This is an intraday chart. This is what happened today in BTBT. That's today and today alone. But they ignore what's happened all of the other days. It's a very, very common mistake that inexperienced traders make. And this is why on a day, a couple days ago, BTBT was on the radar, right? BTBT made a nice push. It actually popped up on the scanner right here. Right there, it popped up on the scanner. And at that moment, everyone was asking me in chat, are we going to get long? What should we do? And I came on the microphone at this moment and I said, guys, I don't know. I'm not buying this right now because there was a major resistance level right at 1120. And what happened? We actually ran right up to 1120, found resistance, and then the stock traded lower. Right? And then the stock traded lower. So this was not a good day trade that day. You can see we just kind of traded sideways because of, I did not get long this stock because of this resistance level. But where am I getting that resistance level from? Well, I'm going to leave this line on my screen and we're going to go to the daily chart. Okay, we're going to go to the daily chart. And what you see on the daily chart as I pan this out, Nathan, everyone welcome Nathan to the TG family, guys. Everyone welcome Nathan, our newest member of the group. Folks, there are now only 18 laptops left. I told you these laptops are going to go quick, and we have no more after this. We have 18 left, and then they are gone. Use coupon code TTG121 to get yourself the 40% discount and the brand new laptop. All right? So as we zoom this in, and we're taking a look here at BTBT, what I want you to notice is look at how this level was previously a strong level of support for this stock over the last couple of months. Once the stock broke beneath this level, and let me see if I can actually make this, let's see, I'm going to make this line a little bit, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me make this line thicker so you guys can see this a little bit easier. All right, there's that white line. There you go. Now you can see that real nice and easy, right? Nice and bright. Look at how this was previously support. Okay, you see how this was previously support? Then when we broke beneath it, it became resistance and the stock was not able to get back above it. So when I see something like that, that tells me, okay, that's a level of resistance. And guys, don't worry, you'll learn how to read a chart like this too. You see how quickly and how easily I'm able to identify that level? You'll be able to do that too. Don't worry about it. All right. But that's the reason why this line is the reason why on the intraday chart on that day, we did not get long right here when the stock popped up on our scanner because of that resistance level. I stayed away from it. And look, it was the right move because we could not get above it, right? That's why it's so important for you to make sure that you're always looking at the daily chart to identify where these levels are. Matt, welcome. Everyone welcome Matt. Everyone give Matt a big warm welcome. We are now down to 17 laptops, folks. Use coupon code TTG121. You'll get yourself the 40% discount and a brand new laptop. Once we get, that's it. The next 17 people are going to get a laptop, and then that's it. We're done. No more laptops after the 17 are taken, guys. We won't be able to get our hands on any more. All right, so there is BTBT. There's that resistance level. Now, why is this so significant? Because I want to show you first why I did not take this trade 2 days ago. I did not trade BTBT 2 days ago, even though it popped up on our radar. And a lot of people ask me in chat, hey, Mike, BTBT. And I told everybody, nah, I don't like this resistance level. I want to wait for us to get above it. Well, what happened today? Let's go back. Let's check it out. There's that resistance, right? Didn't like it. What happened the very next trading day? Didn't like it, right? We were not above that level. But what happened today? Boom. Oh, well, now hold on a second. Now we're above this level. Now we're above. There's that line. There's that. I didn't move that line. I did not move that line. That is the same exact line, folks. Look at this. Same exact line. There's the resistance. Didn't touch it. So let's zoom back in. Let's really look at this now. There's the resistance. We broke through that resistance with what? The heaviest volume of the entire day. Right there. So what you see is that when the stock broke through the high of the day, which is also a major resistance level on the daily chart. When it broke through it, right here, there's your break. You'll notice that the heaviest volume of the entire morning came in at that time. That is extremely significant and is the reason why I got long this stock in the first place. Because that increase in volume, the stronger the increase in volume, the greater the chance that prior high becomes support. So what do you look for now? Now what I say to myself is, okay, the stock not only broke through the high of the day, but the stock also just broke through the resistance level that's been on the daily chart for months. And it's with the heaviest volume of the day. That's a great sign. Now that means it's time for me to start to look for an entry. So let me make the volume smaller again so we can focus on the price candles, because you look for a pullback into that previous level. And what do we have there? Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. It does not get much better than that. Does not get much better than that. This was a perfect entry just over that 1125 price point. Just over that 1125 price point, and the rest is history. Beautiful follow through. Look at that follow through. Absolute thing of beauty. Folks, this is what trading is about. It's this right here, man. It's these lessons. It's this setup. Because now I'm saying to myself, let's go back. Let's go back to the entry. Let's go back to the entry. Okay. So after we broke through, let me actually make these my Fibonacci levels. Let me make them thicker as well. Okay, make my Fibonacci thicker so you can see my Fibonacci levels now too. Once we broke through the high and got this increase in volume, you'll notice that the previous high of the day also lines up with the previous resistance on the daily chart, which also lines up with my 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, which also, which also now lines up with my trade line and my VWAP indicator. And that gave you a beautiful entry back in front of this 1120 area to jump in there, get long, and then ride this move. And then we just started taking profits. Literally, guys, I ran out of shares. I just started dropping shares as this thing climbed higher for a final take profit up here. I think it was like 1328, I believe, was my final take profit. And I just started literally just dropping shares off as the stock extended higher. So I believe these were, I broke my profits up into 5 pieces this time. Because I literally just started running out of shares. I just kept dropping shares off. And there's my take profits. So there's the entry. Take. It was a thing of beauty. Guys, my TG fam, if you guys made money on BTBT today, sound off. Sound off in chat right now, guys. If you guys made money today, I want you to sound off in chat right now. Mark, welcome to the TG family, brother. Mark, welcome, my man. Welcome. Everyone give Mark a big warm welcome to the TG fam, our newest member of the group. Everybody give Mark a big warm welcome. Use coupon code TTG121, folks. Join Mark, Matt, Nathan. Join the rest of the group. Hector, join us. 40% discount. We only have 16 laptops left, and then that's it. Guys, you literally can get a 40% discount on our membership right now, plus a free laptop. So when you factor in the cost of a laptop, you're getting like a 65% discount. It's pretty crazy. So guys, use that coupon code right here, right now. We only have 16 laptops left, and that's it. They're gone. All right, they're gone after that. Adam was not able to get any more. All right, so that's it, folks. So there it is. That's BTBT. You know, those are the lessons of the trade. This is a real thing of beauty. And again, I'm telling you guys this again, this thing remains on watch. This thing remains on watch. We traded higher after hours. After hours, we got all the way to 14. Right? After hours, we got all the way to 14. Your next key resistance level is at like $18.50 to $19, guys. This is your next key level of resistance right there. That's your next key level. Can we get there tomorrow? Can we get there tomorrow? It's certainly possible. If we do, you bet your ass I'll be there. You bet your ass I'll be there. I'll be all over this thing tomorrow if this thing gets up towards 19. I'll be all over it. So will my THD fam. The answer is, will you? All right, guys. So there you have it. There's a lesson on BTBT. Congratulations, all of you that caught that BTBT. I saw a bunch of you commenting in chat. I love it. It was a really, really, really great trade today. Now, what I would like to do quickly, for those that are not members of True Trading Group, if you're interested, I'm going to show you the platform now. So I'm going to show you what is included with your membership. I'm going to show you everything that you get access to as a member of True Trading Group. Before I do, I want to know who here is not a member of True Trading Group. So we still have a bunch of people that are on the live. I'd like to know how many of you are not members. If you're not a member, type TTG in chat right now. All right, we got German, Ken and Rachel, George Knight, Dan B, Omar Haman. Jeff S says, if you're not a member, get the heck in here. Nofi TTG. All right, guys, nice. So a bunch of people typing TTG here in chat. Guys, listen up. For those of you one second, guys. Strongly considering, but trying to get back over PDT. Omar, man, that's not the way to, yeah, it's not the way to think about it, man. That's not the way to think about it. You know, get yourself an education to get you over PDT. You know, why try to continue to fight without an education, without guidance, without, you know, understanding professional technical analysis to try to get yourself over PDT rule? It's like getting into the boxing ring with one hand tied behind your back. Forget about PDT rule. Learn first. Learn the proper way. And then with that education, you'll get yourself over PDT. You'll have a much easier time getting yourself over PDT after receiving an education and actually getting some guidance. So, you know, don't look at it as like, oh, let me get over PDT and then join. We have a lot of our members are not over PDT. I told you, I don't know if you missed early in the live stream. In the live stream, a lot of our members were saying how many of them started with less than $1,000. You know, you're saying how many started with less than $1,000. And you saw that. You saw how many people were saying, oh, I started with $500. Now they're up to 31,000. I started with 750. They're up to 28,000. You saw that earlier. Worst case scenario, you guys sign up, you get your money back. If you don't make back your membership fee, you got a free laptop. All right. So remember that 1 year membership, it's normally $2,212, but from now till midnight Pacific, it's going to be your last chance to save 40% and get a price of only $1,319. The next 14 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop. Guys, that's it. We got 14 laptops left, and then they are gone. Oh, 16 laptops. We have, I'm sorry, 16 laptops left. I thought it was 14. We have 16 laptops left, guys. All right. Oh, make it 15. I'm sorry. Chris, welcome. Everyone, welcome Chris to the TeachD family. We now have 15 laptops left. Guys, use coupon code TTG121. Get that 40% discount, and the next 15 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop. Okay? So, like I said, there's no upsells, there's no add-ons. You guys get access to every single thing that we have. You're going to be getting the top premium trading tools and products because you bundle them together as part of your membership. So, including your membership is going to be Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room, which is going to show you guys news as soon as it hits the wire. You can't rely on something like Yahoo Finance. It's like 15 minutes delayed. That's not going to be helpful for you when it comes to trying to trade. All right. My mods and I, my members, we use this every single day in chat. It is a complete game changer and really gives you an edge when you get news before the rest of the crowd. Okay. You will, Jennifer, everyone welcome Jennifer to the TTG family. We now are down to 14 laptops. Everyone welcome Jennifer. Guys, use coupon code TTG121. The next 14 people get a laptop, then we're done. Then we are done. Okay. On top of the Benzinga newsfeed, you're going to get quote streams, full book level 2. This is going to show you all Market Maker 2 depth inside of level 2, not just the ones your broker shows you. That's also coming with a trade simulator, folks. Use the simulator, okay? The simulator allows you to trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data while you practice implementing what you have learned in the courses. Please use the simulator. Prove to yourself you can make money first before you start trading with hard-earned cash. You're also going to be getting access to our Trade Ideas scanner. Remember, industry standard, industry-leading scanner, Trade Ideas. Right here it is. This is going to show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, have a volume surge. They're segmented and broken down between small cap, mid cap, and large cap. This will make sure that you are focused on the best and hottest stocks at any given day. You're also going to get our TradingView Pro charting software. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. Totally free. All of this, everything I'm showing you, included when you pay just $13.19 and get a free laptop. You're going to get a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders sporting well over an 80% win rate. Folks, we are fully transparent. We keep an entire trading journal on our site that literally tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make, so you can follow along with our performance and see how you'd be performing if you were following all of our trade alerts. Kate, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone stop right now. Welcome, Kate. We now only have 13 laptops left. Guys, use coupon code TTG121. Get yourself that discount and get a laptop before we run out. All right. On top of that, you're going to also be getting a small private study group with a TTG mod. This is your chance to get individualized attention, get lessons, and help with topics that you are struggling with, so you can speed up that learning curve, folks. It's a game changer and can really help speed up that learning curve. It's included with your membership. Then you're getting our courses. And guys, the courses, remember, they are a simplified version of the education I received when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses if you've never done this before. There's advanced courses if you're a seasoned trader and you're looking to just take things to the next level. We also have courses on options, trader psychology, swing trading, crypto. There's even a course that teaches you how to do your taxes. All right. All of our courses are included with your membership. There are no special VIP or pro courses that cost you more money that hold some kind of secret. Every single course is included when you join True Trading Group. Then on top of the courses, in addition to, yes, you heard me, in addition to the courses, is a video library that has well over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we conduct with our members covering various trading topics like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, or just a couple of those topics inside of that video library. All of this is yours as a member of True Trading Group. And then, of course, the chat room where you guys get to see the moderators and I. You see our screen, so you see what we see. We're on the microphone talking to you guys live, calling out trades in advance of actually making them. True or false, guys? My TTG members, true or false? Do I or do I not come on the microphone before I enter a trade and tell you what stock, where I'm buying it, where's my stop loss, where's my take profits? True or false? Do I come on the microphone and tell you before I actually enter a trade what I am about to do? Guys, it makes it very easy for people to follow along with the trades that I'm making in chat. I did it today with BTBT. I came on the microphone. I told everybody what I was going to do with BTBT before I actually did it. And as soon as my order actually executes, that's when you get a push notification. And that is when you get an alert that notifies you that my order has filled and the exact price my order has filled at. Just a regular day in the neighborhood, guys, as a member of True Trading Group. Now, guys, listen, take advantage of this coupon code seriously, because not only do you get a free laptop, we're done with laptops after 13 people sign up from this point forward. We're not going to be able to get any more, but also the price, because we're walking our price up to over $2,000, because we also understand that our membership is way more valuable. It's worth way more than $1,300. To put this into perspective for you, let's say you didn't want to join True Trading Group. Let's say you're like, you know what? Screw it. But that Benzinga newsfeed, I could really use that. Let me go sign up for that. Cool. Go ahead. Go do it. Because when you're sitting at the checkout page on the Benzinga website and the number staring you in the face says 1,400, I want you to remember this moment. Because Benzinga will charge you $1,400 for that newsfeed. Well, that's odd because you can pay $1,319 right here, right now with coupon code TTG121 and pay only $1,319, which includes the Benzinga newsfeed and everything else that I just showed you. Francis, welcome. Everyone give Francis a big warm welcome. We now only have 12 laptops left, guys. These laptops are going to start to fly as time goes on here. We only have 12 left. They'll be gone well before midnight. Take advantage of them now. But also, so that Benzinga newsfeed, $1,400 a year. The quote streams full book level 2, $990 a year. The trading simulator, $300 a year. Premium level, trading views, premium level charting, $600 a year. Guys, just those 4 things would cost you $3,200 a year. They're free. They're included with your membership. On top of everything else, I told you, our goal is to disrupt this industry. In order to do that, we need to provide insane value and results at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. I told you, results matter. Results matter, which is why I'm able to offer you confidently a money-back guarantee. Over 80% of our members are successful, meaning they're making money and going on to become better traders, according to a recent survey we did the first week of July with our members. Because of those results, I can sit up here and say, I put my money where my mouth is. I stand behind this program. If you are willing to commit to me, I will commit to you. It is that simple. Go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one private study group. If you do and still don't make your membership fee back at least once, I'll give you a full refund. I will give you $1,319 back. Worst case scenario, you sign up, you don't make back your fee. I give you your money back and you got a free laptop. You don't have to send me back the laptop. It's yours. Keep it. Best case scenario, you get a free laptop, you become a consistently profitable trader, and now you reach financial goals you never thought were possible. You weigh that risk reward. But let's actually think about this for a second because, okay, your membership fee, right? $1,319 for anyone that signs up today. Let's actually ask my TTG members, though, how they're doing. My TTG members, guys, do me a favor. Sound off in chat. Tell me how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Let me know. Type in chat right now. How long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Off the Fence says, I've made more home runs on way fewer trades in the month I've been a member and have grown my account by $5,000. This is the real deal. J Love made the membership fee back in 2 weeks. Jenny Wonder says, this program has taught me so much. I now work for myself trading full time. That's incredible, Jenny. I'm so proud of you. John Bean says, forget about it. I bought my own laptop with the earnings I made from TTG. It took Wizard less than 2 months to make back their fee. It took John Bean 1 day. November Ball 2 months. It took Diane Fig 4 months with a $100 account and has now almost made that back 3 times. Has almost made back her membership fee 3 times with a $100 account. It took April 2 to 3 days. J.E. Blanco says, this video only scratches the surface. Don't be the old me and ponder your life away, acting like you know what you're doing. You don't get educated without TTG. Jay Smythe took him 2 weeks and has been consistently profitable for the last 9 months. Yes! Jay Smythe, yes, man. Great job. Really great job. It took Jenny 2 to 3 days. Guys, you get the, I don't need to keep reading all these comments. Go, you read them. Go read them. I don't need to keep reading them. You guys read them. Okay. The reason why I ask my members these questions is because I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but what is that? It doesn't mean anything, right? What matters is results. Remember, results matter. And I want you to hear directly from members themselves how they're doing. That's why I asked them these questions in chat. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Speaking of asking members, go read our Trustpilot. We are 5-star rated. Well over 1,300 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review. Go read them. Go read them. The most heartfelt, honest reviews you'll ever find on Trustpilot. Go read them. All right? So that's it, guys. Use coupon code TTG121. Get yourself the 40% discount. Get yourself the brand new laptop. Remember, you'll know you're getting one of the laptops if the laptop is in your checkout cart. If the laptop is not in your checkout cart, that means we've completely sold out. We have 12 of them left. Don't waste any more time. Use coupon code TTG121. Go take care of it now. There's only 12 of them left. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. You're the best. I love you all. Hope you learned something from this. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button, and you better get your button chat. If you're even thinking about trading Robinhood, BTBT, The SPY, Moderna, AMC, BYSI, Ethereum, get your butts in chat tomorrow. Trade with the team, get the guidance, see what we're doing. Omar, welcome to the family. Guys, that's great news for Omar, bad news for you. There's only 11 laptops left. Welcome, Omar, to the TTG family. Guys, it was a blast. I love you all. 11 laptops left. Remember, coupon code TTG121. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Have a great night.